The word compassion comes from Middle English and derives itself from the old French word compassion or compatie, which means to suffer with. You see, compassion involves feeling for another. It is the precursor of empathy. Compassion is experiencing the motivation to not only see the problem, but wanting to alleviate it, do something about it. Like an act of compassion means to be helpful. If we need anything now, my brothers and sisters, we need people to come alive with compassion. We need people to recognize that every one of us could tell that we are living in the compassionate hands of God. And because of that, we ought to be instruments of compassion. It is a sick society that will kill truth tellers, that will kill prophets. In the Bible, prophets were those who were empowered by God when the priests weren't doing their jobs, when the pastors weren't doing their jobs, challenging the injustices of the political arena. That's what a prophet is. Martin Luther King was killed for fighting for 40 million poor people. In 1968, when he was killed because he dared to connect poverty, militarism, and racism. He was killed for fighting for justice for 40 million poor people. 54 years later, we got 140 million. And it's shameful. Because when you kill prophets, you kill possibility. You kill transformation. You slow down what could be, and you end up carrying over injustice to the next generation. Jesus said in Matthew 23 and 37, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you who kill the prophets and stone those sent to you, how often have I longed to gather your children together like a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, but you were not willing. But compassion. When I look at all the people that are hurting today, and then I see, Brother, a lot of these politicians manipulating and trying to pass now what they call a compromise bill. I can't stand that word. Every time in history it was a compromise, poor folk, black folk, women, Native Americans always got hurt. 3/5 compromise. Huh? They talking about we want to pass a compromise bill to address inflation. And the reason is because they are more focused on compromise and concessions with corporate greed rather than real compassion for people. That's what's got our politics all messed up. And many of these are people who put their hand on the Bible and who claim they love the Lord, but somewhere they either never knew or they forgot that you can't love the Lord and be uncompassionate. But let me tell y'all what's gone out of this bill and why we need compassion. Gone out of the bill is the creation of universal pre-K. It's going to hurt 20 million children. Gone is paid family sick leave. Gone is the child tax credit that would have helped 35 million families and 50% of American children come out of poverty. Gone is a home health care plan that would have improved Medicaid coverage for 800,000 people on state Medicaid waiting list. Gone is affordable housing plan that would have funneled $25 billion into construction, rehabilitation, and or purchase of affordable housing for low-income people and the creation of affordable rental housing. Gone is $65 million that would have been used to fix all of the brokenness in public housing. Gone is $24 billion that would have served under-resourced neighborhoods. Gone was the provision that was going to lower the cost of college. Gone is the provision that would have increased the Pell Grant by $550, which would have given 5 million more students enrolled in public and not private colleges a little bit more money for the books. And some of these kids, when they go to class, the book list costs $500. Gone is making tuition free at community college. Gone, nutrition programs to expand free school meals to 9 million children. In the midst of all this economic pain and inflation, they're cutting the very things people need. Gone is money that would have given 29 million kids some food during the summer. Gone is the Medicaid coverage gap that would have said, we're going to cover all of these people, these low-income people who are in states like North Carolina that hasn't expanded Medicaid. Gone. And what's worse than it being gone is that too much of the church, especially those claiming to represent Christian evangelicalism, are so loud on their unmerciful criticism of those who get abortion. They won't shut up about that. They would give a rapist more power to a woman. They would give death more power over a woman. They would give incest more power over a woman. And they're so loud when it comes to the LGBTQIA community, the gay community. They just talk about it all the time. They despise gay folk. But where is their voice of compassion on this? Where is their voice on money being cut for children that need something to eat and sick folk that need some health care? Where is the gospel of compassion?